Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. My name is Madison. I am a third year teacher, first year teaching kindergarten this year, and I'm so excited for today's video. Obviously, from the title of today's video, you guys see that today's video is classroom setup. I know this has been very long awaited. I've been getting so many messages on Instagram saying, when are you getting into the classroom? I'm finally getting into the classroom today, and I am just so excited. If you're new here, I took a year off of teaching last year, and one of the things I missed the most from taking the year off is all of the back to school fun, especially getting into your classroom, meeting your students for the first time, setting up the classroom, all of that. So I am personally just so excited to get back into all of that. And if you're also new here, this is my first year teaching kindergarten. I taught second grade for a few years in Columbia, Missouri, and my husband and I just moved to St. Louis, Missouri. So first time kindergarten teacher over here. First time setting up a kindergarten classroom, so very excited to take you guys along with me for that. So let me kind of take you through the plan of action for the next few days of classroom setup. My kindergarten classroom I am sharing with another co-teacher, and she has taught kindergarten for a few years in the past. I have taught for a few years in the past second grade. So we both have accumulated, as you can imagine, a lot of things in our classroom over the past few years. So we are going to have to kind of tackle what's in the classroom and tackle each of our own belongings of classroom stuff and somehow bring it all together to create our own classroom this year. So as you see, I do not have my car packed to the brim as I usually do when going to set up a classroom. That will come later, possibly tomorrow. Today, our plan of action is to go into the classroom and just kind of assess the situation. If you guys missed my part one of kind of like seeing my classroom for the first time, the kindergarten classroom reveal, I will have that linked right here for you to go watch. A month or so ago, I was able to go see my classroom for the first time, which was really great. And we noticed that there's just a lot of stuff in the classroom, a lot of stuff that we may or may not even need. So my teammate and I really want to go in today and just figure out what all we need, what all we don't need, and start moving it out of the corner that everything is just like pushed into. So we want to kind of set up the tables and chairs, get everything out from that corner so that we can assess like what all do we need to bring in from our own stuff, our own supply, instead of just bringing in tons of boxes from my house, tons of boxes from her house, and then just being like super overwhelmed with the amount of stuff in the classroom. We're going to take it day by day, one day at a time, starting off just going to the classroom and going through the stuff that's already there. So today we'll kind of just be tackling what's in the classroom. So I'll take you guys along with us through going through everything, figuring out what we need, what we don't need, and hopefully getting the classroom like a little bit more organized so I know what all I need to bring from my house. My basement is currently packed full of stuff from my classroom from a couple years ago. I'm so glad that I ended up keeping everything. I told my husband that I was only going to keep it in the basement for a year, and if I don't end up going back to teaching, then I'll donate it or sell it to another teacher. And I just had this gut feeling that I might go back to teaching after a year, and I'm glad I listened to my gut because I ended up keeping it all, and it'll be very helpful with going back to the classroom this year. And I'm hoping I won't have to repurchase anything, especially between the both of us bringing in all of our stuff. We should have plenty, hopefully everything that we need. So in the next video, I will show you guys everything that I have saved from my last classroom in my basement, and we'll go through all of that. So stay tuned. It'll definitely take a few days of classroom setup this year because we are starting from like zero. This classroom needs a lot of work done to it. I do want to take a second to thank the partner of today's video, which is IXL. So excited to tell you guys about IXL. IXL is a personalized curriculum for K through 12. So if you're a teacher, virtual teacher, parent, homeschooler, I think you definitely need to know about this amazing platform. IXL takes a personalized approach to learning, and every single feature is designed to meet your child or your student exactly where they are. IXL supports and challenges your students or your children at the right level so that your child can learn at a pace that's perfect for them. As a brand new kindergarten teacher this year, I know that learning and academics is so important and pivotal pivotal this year, so I am so excited to take advantage of what IXL has to offer and introduce it to everyone on my kindergarten team. And even though my kindergartners are going to be oh so little and new to learning and new to school, IXL will make it playful and fun and engaging for them to learn with video tutorials, example problems, and detailed explanations to make it all easily accessible so any learner can master the new concept and skills. The best part is that IXL automatically tracks progress, so especially as a teacher, this is really important to be able to track my kindergartners' progress from the beginning of the year to the middle of the year to the end of the year, especially to share with their parents. We all know that learning, especially for the little ones, needs to be light and playful and engaging and fun, and I think IXL really does that, especially with the games that they offer, and not only just games, but the awards and certifications to help them celebrate their milestones, which I think is, especially the little ones, really excited for learning. So for all the teachers that follow me and all the mamas that follow me, I will have IXL linked at the top of the description box down below for you to try out for your children or your students. I also have a special 20% off discount for you guys with the details on the screen. Alright, just made it to the classroom. If you guys haven't seen my classroom review video, like I said, go watch that, but I will give you guys just, again, a little walkthrough of it. It's a lot smaller than the classroom that I had the last few years teaching second grade, but it's really cute. It's perfect for kindergarten, so I'll show you around. So walking in through the front door, this is the first wall. So we have a whiteboard, and then I forget what they call these clear touch board. It's like a smart board. They just did a bunch of construction on this wall with the wiring, so they still have to repaint. Just keep that in mind. It still needs a little bit of TLC, but they had to completely rip open this wall. That's why I couldn't get in last week. So yeah, just pretend that that's going to be painted. And then we have this one big bulletin board over on this wall. I'm definitely not going to go too bulletin board crazy like I did in my last classrooms. I feel like the walls were just a bit cluttered, so I kind of like the idea of just having this one bulletin board. And then we have a ton of wall space, so if we want to do a word wall or something, we can always do that over on this wall. But yeah, so we kind of have this nook area. We'll probably put our carpet down right here in front of the smart board. I would assume this is where we'll do like morning meetings. And then over here we have, honestly, this whole wall of windows, which is really nice. It keeps it really bright in here. We need to go through all of this stuff. I honestly don't really know what any of this is. It looks like just a bunch of like play stuff. So today my teammate and I are going to go through everything and just figure out what we need, what we don't need. A lot of just like whiteboards, supplies, stuff for foundations, our reading curriculum, collaborative classroom, Wilson, bunch of stuff for curriculum that we need to go through. Then we have this kind of like back nook area. We're still trying to figure out a good place for our desks, like our teacher desks. We may just have one teacher desk that we'll like share, because in kindergarten, as you know, you don't sit around a lot at your desk. So we may have this be like our teacher area. And then again, we have these nice windows, and all of this stuff will be gone because, you know me, I don't like clutter. So I'm not going to have just stuff sitting up on these windows all year long. We may utilize the shelf just for some storage, but definitely not cluttered like this. Hoping that they'll touch up some of this stuff on the walls, but if not, I have a bunch of stuff that we can hang. And again, really nice wall space back here, so we'll have to figure out some cute things to put on the walls. And then you come over here to this side of the classroom. This is what we're tackling today. We came in about a month ago just to see our classroom, and my teammate and I were like, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff we have to go through. So that's why today our goal wasn't to bring anything else in, because we really need to tackle all of this before we go bringing in all of my stuff and then all of her stuff. By the way, my teammate will be here in a few minutes. I wanted to get here early so I could film this like long spiel before she gets here. But yeah, so I'll show you guys today, like as we kind of go through it, but there's a lot of good stuff back here. There's like these cute little benches, a lot of like imaginative play stuff, a cute little kitchen, with food, a lot of bookshelves, obviously tables and chairs. So we have these round tables and rectangular tables that we're gonna have to set up. More bookshelves, like plenty of bookshelves, as you can see back there. Even more right here. And then we have 2 of these small group tables. So we have this smaller one, and then we have a bigger dry erase table back there. So we'll probably set those 2 up on like opposite sides of the room or something for whenever we do our reading groups. We have this really nice play bin section, so we'll definitely keep this, probably just organize it though and put some labels on it, make it all cute. So we do have some file drawers, and she said we don't have to keep these file drawers if we don't want them. So I think we'll probably just have to see if we have room for them. There is a rug that came in this classroom. I'm not sure if we're gonna keep it because I'm bringing in my rug from my 2nd grade classroom that's a little bit cuter than this one, but we'll see. We can always put this in like the back of the room or something in the play area. And then this wall is really cute because it has all of our cubbies. It needs a lot of TLC, like I said, a lot of organizing, but I think this section of the wall will be really cute once we get their class numbers and names up there. And we have this huge wall up here, so we can also put some more stuff on that wall. Let me know if you teach kindergarten and have any like wall decor ideas. Obviously, I know we'll want to have like a word wall. Our school is a PBL school, so we're thinking about making that bulletin board a PBL board, but I know there's other good stuff that we should have on the walls just to help facilitate learning. So let me know if you have any ideas of some stuff that I should put on these walls. So yeah, that is the classroom. Obviously we have a lot of work to do. It's always a little overwhelming whenever you start classroom setup because there's just so much to do. And I think we'll both feel a lot better once we go through that back corner and get like all the tables and chairs out, all the bookshelves out on the walls, and can kind of get like a vision for what the room's going to look like. We're not even really sure yet of what like the layout's going to be. I've never taught kindergarten. My teammate has taught kindergarten for the last few years, so I'll definitely be asking her like what she thinks, and I'm sure that she'll have a better idea of just the setup, the flow of the classroom for littles, because my 2nd graders, obviously the room setup was a little bit different. But I'm really excited. Like, I have been putting off classroom setup because I really wanted to enjoy my summer, but now that I'm here, I'm like all jittery, and I remember those feelings of classroom setup my first year of teaching and how fun it was, and it's just such an exciting time. Like, back to school is so much fun, so I'm really trying to embrace it. I know there's a lot of work to do, but it's going to be really fun. I'm planning on coming back up tomorrow to bring in all of my stuff, so stay tuned for that. Definitely subscribe so that you don't miss the rest of classroom setup because we have a lot to get done. I'm not sure if my teammate will want to be on camera or not, so I'm going to talk to her about YouTube and all that stuff today and just kind of like let her know that I will be trying to film as much as I can, but she's really cool, so I'm sure she won't have a problem with it. And we'll see if she wants to be on camera at all. If so, I'll kind of introduce you. But if not, I'll just try to get as many clips as I can of me going through all the classroom stuff and organizing, and I'll just show you guys like a lot of before and afters.
Saying that I'm better off alone. They don't know what it feels like, but I do. So you faded out while I watched it.
All right, we are so excited. We made so much progress today. We were here for about 3 hours, but honestly, a lot of that time we spent just like yapping and talking, and my team teacher and I, we just get along so well. So I am so thankful for that and so excited for the school year, knowing that I just feel like we'll be a really good team. And one of the custodians came in and she was like, oh, like, did you work together previously? And we were like, no. She was like, what? She was like, you guys talk like you've known each other for years. So that was a good compliment. So I feel like we just get along well and communicate really well, and our teaching styles are really similar. Our organization styles and like just like how we like to run a classroom is very similar. So that is a good sign. So we're excited about that. We definitely made some progress. I'll show you guys what we did. So first off, we went ahead and we just put out all the tables just so we could get kind of like a vision for where they're going to be. Now this might change, but at least for now, we wanted all the kiddos to be able to like see up here on the board. So we couldn't have like them going that way. We didn't want their backs to the board. So I'm sure we'll switch that around, but this is kind of how the table situation is going to look. And then we kind of cleared off this cubby area over here. We're still trying to figure out if we're going to need like extra headphones for the kiddos, so we have those just sitting on top. But yeah, this will be where all of our kids like hang all their backpacks and stuff. And then we're making this the little imaginary play center. So we're going to put all toys, play, blocks, little imaginary kitchen, all of that over here. And I'm bringing in some cute rugs to put there and everything, but we thought this would be like a good little station for them. It's kind of a mess, but this will be our little teacher corner. So right now we have like all of our curriculum back here just so that we keep it all with the teacher stuff, but we'll have this table back here, and then we have some bookshelves, file folders. So eventually this will all be organized, but yeah, this will be like our little teacher corner. And then this is going to be our cool down corner. So keep in mind, all this stuff came in the classroom, so we're just trying to make use out of it. It actually came with this really cute seat, so we thought that'd be good for the cool down corner, just for kiddos to go when they need to calm down. Came with this really cute little mat, and I thought like this is really good for like sensory for kiddos to play with whenever they need to calm down. But yeah, we wanted to just like block this off so that if someone does need to be alone, take some deep breaths, they can have their little corner. And then eventually this will be where all of our books will be. We'll have all of our readers right there. But yeah, so we kind of at least got that like figured out. This is super heavy, like I could not move it. That's eventually going to go over there behind our small group table. So we have our teacher table over here. This is just like where all of our stuff will be. That's going to be our small group table where we'll pull groups. And then over on this wall right now, we just put a bunch of bookshelves. These are eventually going to have like themes. This one's going to be science. So we're going to put like a bunch of like fun, like sciencey things over here. This one's going to be writing. So it's going to have all of our foundations curriculum, whiteboards, stuff like that for them to come grab. We're bringing in some of those little rolly drawer carts right here. And it's going to be like our art station because we have a bunch of art supplies. And we also have a bunch of paper stacked over there behind our desk. So we're going to make this a little art center. And then over here, we just have kind of like manipulatives and toys and stuff like that. So I'm going to get some like cuter labels for these. Like I said, this will be our small group area. We'll have a chair back here. But we thought that was like good because we could kind of have like a view of the whole room. Pull kiddos back here. This is our carpet area. We are not keeping this rug because it's obviously not that cute, very old, a little dirty. So I'm bringing in my rug tomorrow to put here. And then we'll keep this as just like where we teach. I'm going to bring in my cute rocking chair. This will be where we teach like foundation. So we'll have all of our foundation supplies on this whiteboard. We have our smartboard here. And then we're trying to find a space for this guy. It's like so big and clunky, but we do have to keep it for storage. So let me know if you guys think this would look better. Maybe like up against that wall, over there somewhere, like by our teacher corner. We just didn't want it like behind here because it would block the windows because it comes up kind of high and it's really like wide, really clunky. I honestly wish we didn't need it, but they said that we have to keep these in the classroom. So we have to just figure out a way to make that work. So yeah, we need to put that somewhere else. But overall, we got so much done. This is all of our like trash pile. There's also some stuff in the hallway that we're trashing for them to come pick up. But I feel like honestly, we went through every single thing on the windows, you guys, and got rid of that. And that made such a difference. It brought in so much light and we cleaned off the windowsills, got all the dust off. So that just alone made such a big difference. But I feel like now that we have at least like a layout of where things are going to be in the classroom, now it's going to be a lot easier to bring stuff in and kind of organize, and we'll be able to like decorate, put things on the walls. So yeah, things are going good. Really exciting. We got a lot done. I'm feeling really good. I am going to come up tomorrow. I don't think my teammate is going to come up tomorrow. She has kids, so I told her, I was like, don't worry, I have a lot more free time in the summer, so I really don't mind coming up here and setting up. Like, it's fun for me. So I'm going to come up tomorrow with my dad, and we're going to bring in some of my stuff that we have in the basement, like I've said 100 times. And I'm not going to bring everything up because now that we're here, there's already a lot in the classroom. I definitely don't need to bring up like everything. I'm not going to bring up like my 10 boxes of books because honestly a lot of the books that I have are for older grades anyway, so not kindergarten level. So I'm not going to be bringing up all the books and everything, but I am going to bring up some shelves, some decor, some like caddies and book bins, like stuff like that. So that's the plan for tomorrow. My dad's going to help me. Thank you, Dad, for helping me with my classroom. He helps me like every single year. My mom and dad are always so helpful when it comes to classroom setup, so love them. But yeah, that's it. I'm about to head out. We've been here, like I said, for a few hours. I'm starving. I'm gonna go home and eat, take a breather. I feel like I used to stay in my classroom like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just gonna stay here for a few hours a day and just get as much done as I can. We start training August 1st, and so since we are new to the school, my teammate and I, we have like a week of trainings. So we'll be here from like 8 to 3 that Tuesday through Friday, but they said that they're giving us a lot of classroom time during that time as well to come in and work on our classroom and organize things. So hopefully we'll have plenty of time during like contract hours to come in and get started working, and then our first day of school is August 23rd. So we have about a month, but we have Meet the Teacher Night and conferences on August 16th. So that's just a few weeks away, and our classroom needs to be like completely done by the time we have conferences. We did already get our class list. I don't know if I told you guys that or not, but we already got our class list, which is so exciting. I feel like it's just so fun getting to see all like your kids' names. We have a lot of boys, like 75% boys, but I've heard that we have a really good class from the other kindergarten teachers. They said it's gonna be a fun class because the early childhood building has pre-K, so some of the kids from pre-K move up to kindergarten, so it's nice that they know the school and a lot of the teachers actually already know them. So they said that we got some good ones, so I cannot wait to meet them. I'm so excited for conferences and Meet the Teacher Night and all of that fun stuff. So I'll definitely vlog all of that, of us doing back to school activities, because that's always such a fun time. But I'm going to go ahead and end off this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this second day of classroom setup, but like first official day of getting in the classroom and getting things done. I'm sure in the next month this class will probably look completely different just with us adding things, and obviously there's no decor up right now. So I told my teammate, I was like, I'm gonna bring up all my decor like slowly but surely and just start setting it up, and she said like, you take over that area. She doesn't care as much about that, so I have a lot of decor I'm gonna bring in tomorrow and start just giving this classroom some life, give it some color because I feel like right now it's just very white. So bringing up all the decor, and I'll of course vlog all of that. Comment down below if you are a teacher and when you start back to school, classroom setup, all that exciting stuff. I hope you guys are excited for back to school time. Definitely subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and give this video a thumbs up if you love these classroom setup videos as much as I do. And I will see you guys in my next video, which my day 3 of classroom setup should be live in just a few days. Bye.